Hey guys! So today I'm actually not filming with my brand new camera. It's just really odd, but I had just used it for like a photo shooty thing with my friends, and so the battery's dead, so we're back to my phone camera. But today I thought I'd share my thoughts, opinions, and feels about the first season of Series of Unfortunate Events TV show. So it came out on January 19th, which actually wasn't that long ago. But, not 19th, January 13th, Friday the 13th, is when it came out, and it is actually a pretty good series. It's produced by Netflix, and so each book is divided up into 2 episodes, so the first season is 8 episodes, showing the first 4 books. And I actually felt like this story actually follows the storyline pretty darn well, given the fact that it is a TV show. I do want to say that I wish we could make it flow a little differently, because with the way we're going with this, rather than showing it as I believe it's like 2 years in between the first book and the last book, 13 books, it looks like it's just not even it's going to be half a year based on how we're going through this. And I mean, if you read it, it could be half a year, like if you just read the whole thing straight through. But you can also see how they grow. And I also have to say that it's interesting because, like, at the end of each episode or each book, they showed these 2 parents trapped in. We learned it's later that it's Peru, but they show it, and like at first, because it's been forever since I've read these books, I kind of thought it was the Baudelaire's parents, and then I realized, wait a minute, the Baudelaire parents died. That doesn't work. I also think it's tad interesting how we keep mentioning Beatrice, which is Miss Baudelaire. And Lemony Snicket loved her, but she is dead, and you keep seeing these, every episode you see her name, where you hear her name, and it just kind of drove me a little nuts, because it took me forever to realize that it was the Baudelaire's parents, because I, haven't read it in forever. So, yeah. I also, again, think this shows a lot more of the humorous side of Count Olaf, because we picked Neil Patrick Harrison to play him, and Neil Patrick Harrison very much has this very humorous thing to him. And so we were told that this was going to show a lot more of his villainous side, and that's what I was expecting going into this, until the point where I actually started to watch it and saw the humor, and it slowly drove me nuts. We very much do follow the storyline, but I do feel like it goes a lot faster than it's described, because most of them are showing, even though it's 2 episodes, it's like a day, except for the very first episode, and so that bothered me. You also see a little more, like, it's easier to visualize the flashbacks, because you can see it play out, whereas when I was reading the books and the flashbacks, I couldn't do that. I couldn't figure out, like, it was so weird to me. Like, you see in the first 2 episodes the flashback on how the kids ended up with Count Olaf, because he showed up and pretended to be somebody else and convinced the banker of it. So, yeah. There's a lot of aspects of this series that I've kind of forgotten about, and it's kind of hard not to, given the fact of how long it's been since I've read them. Last time I read them, I was a kid in elementary school, and I'm actually in college now, so that is crazy, and it shows how long it's been. So yeah, I absolutely love this series, and I actually hope that this goes really well with the next season and all the rest of it. You guys should tell me down below what you actually think of the series so far, at least. And I personally think it's interesting. Like, how we have Lemony Snicket telling the story, but you have the visual of the kids, and then you see him somewhere within the frame for parts of it. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about this series for now, but I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.